Good morning. I'm at the iconic Toaster House in Pie Town, New Mexico. It's a house that is set up to accommodate hikers as they pass through. And hikers maintain it and keep it up. It's quite a unique institution, as you can see. This is the Hiker Shoe Cemetery, I guess. So right now I'm off trail. I'm hiking to a restaurant that serves pie because I just can't leave Pie Town without having a piece of pie, or two, or three. So I'm in the Gathering Place bakery, and they have a wide variety of pies, and it smells so good in here. I wish I could bottle it and send it to you. So again, this is Pie Town, and there's a good reason for the name. Okay, it's a quiet section of road. Hopefully the wind's not too bad and won't impact you as far as what I'm saying. But wanted to talk a minute about statistics and how they apply to the criminal justice system. And specifically, I wanted to talk about mass shootings. And so I'll pose a question for you. Which country has the most, well, at least until recently, I don't know the most recent stats, but which country has the most per capita mass shooting deaths in the world? I mean, it's obvious what comes to mind initially. That would be the U.S., and you would be wrong. That honor, oddly enough, goes to one of the Scandinavian countries. I think it was Norway, and there was a guy who went to some camp and shot and killed a bunch of teenagers, I think as well as adults. But Norway's a fairly small country. So given the number of deaths compared to the number of people in that country, Norway ranks number one. So statistics are a tricky deal, and you have to pay attention. And please know that when I give you statistics, I'm trying to be honest, and I get it wrong sometimes. Like when I was talking about the studies that show that predict the number of innocent people that are incarcerated, and I got it way off the first time, but I said 1 in 3,000, and I thought that was too much, but it's actually 6%, 6 per 100 people, or 60 per 1,000 people. So I was way off, and I apologize for that. But I'm not here to cook the books with you at all. Bottom line on my little YouTube channel is I'd like the truth to come out, and glaringly too many people are behind bars who are innocent, and that's the bottom line. Again, it gets boring for some of you, but my friend Charles Raby is behind bars in Texas because of police misconduct, because of prosecutor misconduct. His defense was not only inadequate, it was actually hostile. I mean, to admit your client is guilty 7 or 8 times during the course of a trial, the judge should have stopped the proceedings right there and assigned a new attorney. But back to Charles, there was no forensic evidence linking him, no physical evidence linking him, no eyewitness, no murder weapon, and really the only laboratory evidence that was significant was the blood and tissue under the victim's fingernails, and that proved that it wasn't Charles. For 30 years he has sat on death row watching the appeals proceedings go through, and they're just a joke. It's all about making the courts look good and hiding the truth. It's not about discovering the truth. It's something that I have trouble living with, and that's why I'm out here on the trail, and that's why I'm pushing so hard. I know it seems ridiculous, and it seems disconnected, but it's the only thing I know to do. I don't have many years to do something, so I'm carrying on, as ridiculous as it might seem to some of you, and I hope to open some eyes. We'll see. I don't expect much, but that doesn't matter. At least I have a clear conscience. So I'll carry on down the trail on my trek for Tarzan. I just passed a guy in a SUV. Actually, it was kind of a heavy-duty SUV, more like for outdoorsy activities. And I'm going uphill, and we're at a high elevation, so I tend to huff and puff. Anyhow, he has a friend, and he's supporting them on their hike, and that's what he's doing out here. So I noticed he had a pack in the back, so the guy might be, his friend might be slack packing or something like that. Anyhow, he was genuinely interested in me and how I was doing and if I needed anything. So pretty cool. It's a tight community. Good to see. Got about 2.5 more miles to water, and I've got plenty to last until then. This was probably some kind of store at one time, would be my guess. Too bad somebody couldn't take it and restore it. It looks quite spacious. Got a concrete floor in it. This is a solar well. So you can see the photovoltaic array there. And the white pipe sticking out of the ground in the cage, that's the well. And there's a pump at the bottom. The photovoltaics power the pump. The pump pushes water up into this long pipe, which empties into this giant tire, and that's where the cattle come and drink. And it looks nasty, but believe me, I have had city water that would pale in comparison. This is really cool, cold water that tastes delicious once it's filtered. So the scum is just algae, I guess, and it's one of the nice things about the trail is good water often, unless there's a dead cow floating in it. Well, here we are in this Cebolla Canyon, I think that's what it is, and we're witnessing the remains of someone's dreams. So it looks like this was the homestead house. Oh, they had a wooden floor in it in this section. And they plastered the walls. An old bed frame. And over there was probably the barn, and they had a pond. It looks like water washed it out. That looks like adobe construction. Yep. Pretty cool. And right over here you can see the power of water. Really cut into the landscape. Okay. Time to find the trail and continue on. This is an area they call the Narrows. So on this side we have these big cliffs. Over here we have this bizarre sort of wavy black rock. Wish I knew more about geology. I mean, that looks like kind of lava stuff. So, but I'm just guessing. There are cycling trails that correspond somewhat with the CDT for hikers. And I have to tell you that the cyclers are super nice people and really concerned. I've been passed by 4 today, and each one of them stopped and asked if I was okay, did I have enough food and water, made recommendations for camping, and just very friendly and helpful, and can't say enough good about them. I hope they stay safe, and I wish them well. I'm on a long road walk, and this will eventually take me into Grants, New Mexico, where I have to pick up a package. Unfortunately, Monday's Memorial Day, So I'll have to wait till Tuesday to do it. But that's okay, I can get some other stuff done. I have long been fascinated by Western painters and the color palette they use, and this trip has made me aware of where it comes from. I mean, it's accurate. These really bizarre purplish, blue, orange pastels, that's what the sky gives you. It's gorgeous. I feel like I have the whole world to myself this morning. It's Sunday. It's Memorial Day weekend, and I'm headed into Grants, New Mexico. I could see the lights of the city, if you call it a city. It's a city of about 9,000 people off in the distance from where I camped. And there's so few towns out here that when you look at the stars at night, you can see stars all the way down to the horizon, because there's no competing lights. It's stunning. And so it was a much warmer night. I mean, it feels like it's in the mid to upper 40s, whereas it has been down in the low 30s. I guess the cloud cover might have kept it a little bit warmer. Good morning for hiking. I got a quick lift of about 1.5 miles by a guy named Tripod, who is a real trail advocate. He's a thru hiker and has all kinds of gear and stuff. He was here to visit his sister. He's been helping a calendar year Triple Crown person down in Florida named Pegleg, and her partner, I think his name is Punisher, and so he's real active in the trail community. And I took the lift just because it would get me to my campsite and water at a time when it was still I'd still have a little bit of light, and that's such a big help. He stopped even though I was walking on the left hand side of the road, and not trying to get a lift. But anyhow, I had 3 incidents of trail magic. Some person from a hiker hostel was driving down the road where hikers go and offering Gatorade and water refills. And then another guy who's a Triple Crown hiker, he's hiked all 3 trails. He was going on a hike to see petroglyphs, and gave me a cold Dr. Pepper, and I don't think I've ever had a Dr. Pepper that tasted as good. So a lot of positive vibes yesterday. Pretty cool. Who doesn't love a train? Their criminal justice complex. They've got a magistrate court, a detention center, and the sheriff's department, all in one group.